I wanted to share my story and the stories of so many other people who have experienced change.
The book seemed like the best way to really have an impact and to teach a lot of the entrepreneurial skills and a lot of the things I had learned in startups that I had created.
A book seemed to be a natural way for me to get that out there into the world and get it into the hands of lots and lots of people at a pretty low cost.
You have to think about, what do I want to do? Why am I here? And I knew I wanted to communicate. I knew I wanted to get this message out. I knew that there were people who couldn't afford my daily rate that I could really help.
There's a huge difference between handing someone maybe a nice business card and a beautiful book.
People now recognize me, at an event. They'll come over and say, "Oh, I read your book."
And when somebody would come up and ask, like, "I have your book, I would love it if you signed it."
Being invited to very exclusive kind of gatherings because they want you to come in and talk about the subject of your book.
Instantly, you have this relationship with someone because they've read your book.
Being able to get people to a place where the conversation starts at an interesting level for me, that has been really cool.
I got an email this morning from somebody who said, "Thank you so much for writing your book, Vivid Vision. I've taken my company to 100 plus employees and $300 million in sales, and your book has aligned everybody in the organization and made me a better leader." And that was an email I got from somebody who I don't even know who they are this morning. Like, I get those all the time.
When people put the time into telling you how much the book made an impact on their life, that makes it all worth it.
So many of us have had the bucket list of, I gotta write my book. And you've thought about it 5 years, 10 years, maybe 15 years.
Writing a book and having that done, it's like that ultimate kind of gold star.
I feel amazing now that I'm an author.
It's one of those things in your life that you don't think that you can do. And so when you do it, it changes your assumption of, hey, maybe I can write another book, or maybe I can do a lot of other things.
I can walk into any boardroom in the world right now and know that I can add value. And writing this book with Scribe is what's got me to that place.
It changes your perception of yourself and what you can do and what else you can go on to do afterwards.
What you will find throughout the process is how therapeutic it is.
I had no idea how much it would impact me emotionally. It's just being able to accurately assess that I have value.
It's not a line item on the scope of work when you sign up with Scribe to work with them that you're going to get therapy out of this, but you do.
Some of my favorite stories that authors share with me are the unexpected ways that the book has increased their ROI for their companies, their practice, their clients.
The real win for me, going back to why I wanted to do this, was to generate net new revenue, and we did. We added an additional 1.1 million from the book.
$4 to $5 million a year business that spun off just in the organic lead gen.
Of all those 1,000 people that get a copy of my book, someone is going to hire me to coach them. That's $80,000 a year. Someone is going to hire me to speak at their event. That's $30,000 a year.
An agency client is worth approximately $100K a year to us. I would say 4 or 5 have come as a result of the book.
The first client that I signed because they read the book was 4 times my investment, dollar-wise, to publish my book.
I'm doing paid gigs literally all over the world, all the way through to next March. I've got a consulting program. I'm running events. I'm on talk shows. It gave me a second industry.
There is just a different perception that happens when you have a book. There's a positioning that happens in the marketplace.
No one's ever bought a beach house from selling a book. They bought the beach house from the opportunities the book gives them.
Even if you question your own creative ability, and even if you're a highly creative individual, the process allows you to be creative within.
Really what I wanted was somebody to help me put what's in my head and my experiences and what I do every single day, put that to paper, even though I wasn't a writer.
You don't need to think about what's my outline, what should the chapters be in the subheadings and the focus, and what questions do I need to answer? because at every step of the way, you're put with somebody who does just that part, and they're very good at it.
We're type A individuals. The individuals that have the ideas, that want to be published authors, are the ones that are used to being in control. And now all of a sudden, it's like you're driving your car into the car wash and you're popping in neutral and you get pulled through the car wash. You can actually relax and kick back, and that freedom, that moment of relaxation allows for the real ideas to bubble to the surface, so you don't have to be the one that's managing the entire process.
People go, but I need to write it myself, to have full ownership. If I don't write this 100% myself, then I'm not going to own it. Well, to me, with respect, that's selfish, because is it about getting the book out there, making an impact, or is it about you and your ego and you having to say that I wrote the book, every word, I designed the cover, I literally printed it in a little print press at home, and I delivered to the bookshop myself. I actually believe people put that in the way so they don't actually get to the book. And I think that's selfish to humanity, because humanity needs to hear your story, needs to hear your book, and needs to hear your message.